calling on the Prime Minister to cut down net migration. Even with the announcement that the Prime Minister made about students not being able to come to the UK with their dependents, they are still not okay with that. They want more restrictions on people coming into the UK. With the way things are going, it's going to be difficult for you to migrate to the UK with your family, even those living in the UK. Anyway, I'll be talking about the changes that is being proposed to the Prime Minister to implement regarding migration. And this is not good news, so you would want to watch this video till the end. Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're seeing my face for the very first time, my name is Faith Ojone, and on this channel I talk about life in the UK, how you can migrate to other countries, and I share story time. So if these are the kind of contents that interest you, hit the subscribe button down below, turn on your notification bell so you do not miss any of my videos. Without saying so much, let's get straight into it. Election is coming next year, where the UK will appoint a new Prime Minister. And it seems like they are telling the current Prime Minister, if you don't cut down net migration, we're not going to elect you next year. Because the current Prime Minister wants to assure the citizen that, hey, I'm doing something about net migration. He sort of stopped students from bringing in dependents, okay, to the UK. One of the things that made it attractive for international students to come to the UK was because they're allowed to come with their family in the first place. Countries like Canada and New Zealand are making things easier for people to want to come to their country and making it attractive. In fact, from the 9th of October 2023, New Zealand is simplifying their work visa. They're making it a point-based resident visa. So it's like you're moving to New Zealand as a permanent resident, not on a skilled worker visa like the UK. If you want me to create more detailed video about it, let me know in the comment down below and I would definitely make a video about it. I'll be sharing the proposal on what they want the current Prime Minister to do to reduce net migration. Even those living in the UK, this is also going to affect you. The first one is that they want to put a 20,000 cap on the number of people they allow as a refugee into the UK. The second one is they want to put cap on any future humanitarian schemes, such as the Ukraine, Hong Kong scheme, where citizens of country fleeing war, allowing them to come into the UK. So any future scheme like that, they would want to put a cap on it. The third one is they want the current Prime Minister to implement a strict rule on illegal migration. So people coming to the UK illegally or living in the UK illegally, they want to put a strict rules around it, implement the rules, so it's a bit difficult for anyone to come to the UK illegally or even live in the UK illegally, which they have been doing, because now illegal immigrants cannot have a bank account and illegal immigrants cannot rent a house because of the rights to rent, and illegal immigrants cannot work. Last 2 weeks I saw in the news that the Prime Minister joined the immigration police to raid different businesses that have been hiring illegal immigrants in the UK. I mean, they are really clamping down on illegal migration, so that one is not new, but they want a more stricter rules implemented. The fourth one is to raise the minimum threshold to 26,000 for sponsoring a spouse. Let's take, for example, you got a job in the UK and they are paying you £20,000 per annum. You cannot come with your spouse. So the only way you can come with your spouse is if they are paying you 26,000 and above before you can come with your spouse. They are targeting care workers. This is just obvious because we know that the minimum threshold for care workers is like £20,000 and you can come with their dependents. But now they're saying that even if you get a job in the UK, if your threshold is not £26,000 per annum, you cannot come with your spouse. And also, they are increasing the language requirements from B2 to B1, which is intermediate. So now IELTS score is going to go up. So when you're writing your IELTS, you need to score higher. Anyway, moving on. The fifth one is that they want to put a 5% cap on the amount of social housing that the council can give to non-UK nationals. So, I mean, I know that some students who come to the UK, some of them get lucky, they get council housing and they're paying cheap. Anyway, that's not going to happen again. If you're a non-UK national, they're going to put like a 5% cap on the social housing that council can give to you. So the last proposal, which is the craziest one of them all, is that they are proposing the increment of NHS surcharge to 2,700 per person per year. So that's to say, even if you're here in the UK, let's say you move to the UK on a work visa, if you want to renew your work visa, you'll be paying £2,700 on NHS surcharge per year per person. Imagine family of 5. Just do the math. Family of 5 paying that. I know kids don't pay that much. Maybe kids would be lesser, but still, just the husband and wife alone, 2,700 per year per person for 3 years, because the work visa is usually 3 years. Per person for 3 years is like 8 something. 2 of them, that's 16k. Then they now add the kids on. I mean, this is my opinion. I feel like this is not the first time the UK are doing this, and it's as if they are not learning from it. Back when I read a lot of things about the history, starting with the Windrush, how they brought them from the Caribbeans, Jamaica, to come to the UK to work for them, and after they were done, they sort of dumped them, chased them out of their country. And again, the EU came, they're complaining, oh, too many people taking their job, they want to leave the EU, they want Brexit. They had Brexit, and they're like, okay, nobody's doing our job, we need workers, we are short of workers. Now, skilled workers, people, okay, you can come, work for us. Now they feel like, there are too many people in the UK, we need to let them go. Like, you guys, choose what you want. Do you want migration or not? Because, I mean, other countries want skilled migrants that you're treating like this, you know what I mean? So, I mean, if you're still planning on coming to the UK, I don't know why you're planning to come to the UK. I've made tons of videos on other countries, especially New Zealand, my favorite country. You guys are not watching the videos and learning how to move to New Zealand. So I don't know. This is a new proposal on the table for Rishi Sunak to implement before the next year's election. And of course, this is politics. If he wants to be elected as the next prime minister, he has to do some of these things that they want. So it's like they're twisting his arm backwards. So I mean, don't be shocked if some of this are implemented, even though it is not official yet. It has not been published on gov.uk. It is not official. This is things they are considering. I remember this is how they were speculating on international student until they finally implemented it. So this might not be different. Only happiness now is that we've gotten our second visa, but I don't know if they will come up with another policy that will affect getting indefinite leave to remain and all of that. But you know what, let me just be living my life as it is. And the way they are going, a lot of people are going to just start going to other countries, because to be honest, if you're already in the UK, migrating to other countries is a lot easier. I mean, if you're in the UK as a nurse, you can easily move to New Zealand, Australia, you can move to Canada, you can move to other countries via the skilled worker visa, because a lot of countries now have started their skilled worker visa. I just hope that this will not backfire, because it always backfire and they always go back to migration. At this point, I feel like it's very risky migrating to the UK. If you've not yet migrated to the UK, I think it's very risky, because you don't know what is going to change. You don't know the new policy they are going to bring in. Every single day they come up with different policy that is not even those of us living in the UK. We're like living on eggshell, like, okay, what are they going to do next? So I was speaking to my husband about this evening. I was like, I think I should start looking into Canada. But anyway, because I mean, Canada have been consistent from day one, and they've been letting in migrants since I could remember, even way before UK started their skilled migration. But look at the UK, just 2 years into their skilled worker visa, they're already complaining and they don't want people in anymore. What is it that they want? Do you want skilled workers or not? Anyway, guys, this is the end of my video. If you're still planning on coming to the UK, I mean, brace up for the unexpected. And for those of you living in the UK and you've not renewed your second visa yet, just keep hoping and praying that they don't implement this £2,700 on NHS surcharge, because if you don't work in the health and care sector, you still have to pay NHS surcharge for your second visa, which is crazy. So thank you guys so much for watching. Share this video with your friends and loved ones, because let them know, let them be aware. Like I said, if you're interested in migrating to New Zealand and you want me to make the video about the New Zealand latest simplified skilled worker visa, let me know in the comment below. And if you want to know how to get a job in New Zealand, you need to go and watch this video that's showing right now on your face. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below as well, so you can watch it and it's a very detailed video, trust me. You would understand every single thing. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching, and guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.